January 30th at 12 noon on Parliament Hill, please join us for a carbon tax rally and tell Justin Trudeau we can't afford you anymore.
Ottawa here, and Chris has joined us today to talk a little bit about how the carbon tax has affected him since January the 1st and the overall increased costs of doing business in Ontario. Chris, thanks for taking your time this morning. Tell us a little bit about what's been going on since January the 1st, lad.
Well, I've noticed since January the 1st that my fuel costs have gone up 5 to 10 cents a litre, and it's an increase of like this particular truck here burns around 350 to 400 liters a day, so it's an increase of $15 to $20 a day. Now I run 13 trucks, so if we say on an average with 10 of my trucks, that's $200 a day more. So now I have to pass them costs on to somebody because I can't gobble them up anymore. So I have to pass that on to the consumer, which means that's more for fuel, that's more for taxes for everything, tires, asphalt on the road, any kind of fossil fuels. So I don't know where this is all going to end.
You're telling me that this truck takes 300 gallons a day?
300 liters a day.
300 liters a day,
yeah.
And your costs have increased $200 a day since January the 1st?
Since January, when I got everything on the road, yes, it has cost that much more. So, and not only that, my license has doubled in the last 3 years. This particular truck used to cost me $700 every 3 months to license, and it's now costing me $1,350 to license. When my wife heads to the license bureau every 3 months, she heads there with a $7,000, $8,000 check to keep these trucks on the road. I don't know where it's all going to end, but I sure know one thing: the taxpayer's going to have to pay for it all, and I think all our money's going to end up in California or Quebec or somewhere, because this carbon tax is a total waste. I just don't see how it's going to clean things up.
How do you feel, Chris, about her choosing a cap and trade system? And actually, the Bonnie Linnick, the boss Auditor General, said we're going to be sending $400 million in cap and trade down to California and Quebec. That set off a lot of Ontarians, and how do you feel about that?
Well, what I feel is I don't know why we don't start thinking about Ontarians instead of everybody else.
This Monday on January 30th at 12 noon on Parliament Hill, please join us for a carbon tax rally and tell Justin Trudeau we can't afford you anymore.